Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News starts right now.
We begin tonight at 10 with three top Republican candidates for Michigan governor facing questions about legitimate signatures on their petitions.
We're talking about former police chief James Craig, Tudor Dixon, and Perry Johnson. Our Mara McDonald is live downtown tonight. Mara, having opposing campaigns and parties comb through candidates' petitions is politics 101.
Kimberly, it sure is, as well as looking through the campaign finance reports. This is not unusual, but let's see how it shakes out. The filing deadline for political office has come and gone, and all sorts of busy bees have been combing through the petitions candidates file to run for office, looking for errors.
It's the easiest way to get someone disqualified. It's an easiest way to get someone off of the ballot. So the fact that people are looking at this, there's nothing surprising there.
The Michigan Democratic Party is challenging three GOP gubernatorial candidates, Craig, Johnson, and Dixon. Former MDP Chair Mark Brewer is handling the Craig challenge.
The Craig petitions are the worst set of petitions I've ever seen. And it goes beyond the forgery. I mean, the defects in circulator certificates, in the headings, duplicates, bad signatures. I've never seen such a mess.
The Dems aren't the only ones challenging Craig's signatures. A pro-Tudor Dixon super PAC is as well. How much of this is performative political theater remains to be seen. Unsurprisingly, the Michigan GOP calls these moves desperate. But signature problems have kicked candidates from the ballot before. All you have to do is look at the signature problems former GOP Congressman Thad McCotter had in 2012.
There's an issue with the people that are employed at the level of getting the signatures because they are compensated by the number of signatures they get, and they're not worried whether they're valid or not.
Back here live, the other issue is these campaigns should theoretically be monitoring these petitions that these signature gatherers are getting. Whether that happened or not is unclear at this point. But also remember, challenges get made to this kind of stuff all the time. These campaigns also have the ability and will respond to these challenges. It's going to be up to the Bureau of Elections at the state level to wade through, do some examining, and see what to do next. If anything, I would be expecting some sort of a decision by the end of May. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yeah, okay. Mara, thanks. New body cam video shows the moments leading up to the deadly police shooting at a Roseville High School. I should say, of a Roseville High School custodian.
Jennifer 715, we're at 12 in Grossbeck. What do you need shut down?
Hey, drop the knife.
Drop
the knife.
Officers say they shot 57-year-old Frank Robles here 9 times when he refused to drop a 4-inch fish filleting blade while approaching them. First it was 4 shots, and then he started to get up again, and they shot him again 5 more times, I should say. Robles there in that video crashed head-on into this truck on Grossbeck near 12 Mile. The officer who shot Robles has been with the Roseville Police Department for 5 years. Tonight we asked the sheriff what is police policy in this situation.
And let's just be honest, I mean, we have the luxury of reviewing this whole thing from our office. It's a whole different environment being out there and being confronted and having to make these type of decisions.
Right now, 2 officers are on paid leave while the Macomb County Sheriff's Office handles the investigation. A 4-year-old boy is recovering tonight after he was hit in a drive-by shooting on Detroit's west side.
Yeah, this all happened overnight on Stout near 7 Mile and Evergreen. Police tell us someone with an assault rifle fired into the boy's home. The child was hit in the backside while sleeping in his bed. Police say 4 other children and their mother were inside that home when the shooting happened. Tonight, Detroit Police Chief James White says he is frustrated by all the violence.
And once again, we're talking about our babies. One of Detroit's babies that's been shot. Sleeping in their bed, something that you want your kids to do to feel safe in their homes. This is unacceptable. We need the community's help.
Police say they need help because they have no real leads on the shooter, and they need witnesses to come forward. If you can help, call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
A reunion 15 years in the making. Tonight, family members of Terrence Calhoun celebrating his release from prison after he was wrongfully convicted. The 35-year-old was accused of sexually assaulting a teen girl and attempting to kidnap another in Detroit back in 2006. He was in prison for 15 years, though DNA evidence indicated the crimes were committed by another man. Calhoun was supposed to be released last Friday, but a judge put the case on hold when a Detroit police officer came forward.
The very thing that delayed this process is the same thing that caused wrongful convictions to begin with. Although it may be just 1 week to us, a 1 week to an innocent person is an eternity. Absolutely. It's a lifetime.
Calhoun's attorneys say he plans to move out of state and live with his family.
Right now, 2 men accused of plotting to kidnap Governor Whitmer are asking for their charges to be dropped. The motion comes a few weeks after a jury failed to reach a verdict for Adam Fox and Barry Croft Jr. Defense attorneys argue the FBI, working with informants, entrapped their clients. The FBI identifies Croft and Fox as the leaders of the alleged plot. Both men face conspiracy charges. So far, the U.S. Attorney's Office has not responded to the motions. A Detroit man facing charges in connection to the deadly stabbing of his brother.
58-year-old Bruce Jenkins has been charged with murder. Prosecutors say Jenkins stabbed his 52-year-old brother multiple times Monday at a home on Mansfield Street. Police believe the incident was sparked by an argument between the brothers. Jenkins is due back in court May 11th.
Right now, police are looking for a group of men who stormed inside a local high school and started a massive fight. Take a look at this viral video showing the incident yesterday inside Oak Park High School. The school says 8 to 10 men pushed past security and staff and started fighting other students and teachers. No reports of any injuries, but the fight was so bad, in-person classes were canceled at the high school today. The school is now looking to expand its security measures so this doesn't happen again.
Now to our weekly COVID update from the state of Michigan. The state is reporting 14,482 new cases in the past 7 days, which is about 2,068 per day. We have lost another 67 lives to the virus.
A downriver teen is helping to comfort sick children in the hospital.
After raising money for supplies, Nina Lomas enlisted her friends and classmates at Trenton High School to help make blankets to be delivered to the Children's Hospital throughout our area. Our Pamela Osborne has that story tonight from Trenton.
More than 80 kids are going to get one of these really special blankets. But what we want to do now is introduce you to the teen who raised the money for this project and all of her friends who came along to help.
This is actually really enjoyable, too. It's not too hard. It's something quick and easy.
After hours at Trenton High School, students cut together pieces of fabric to create
It's going to make their day
a bit of comfort.
I don't want it to come apart.
Nina Lomas was looking to give back, so when she heard about Felice and Thank You's mission to bring a little warmth to kids stuck in the hospital, she got to work raising thousands of dollars to purchase blanket kits.
Some people just came to help out because they've wanted to help.
My passion is helping out people.
Isabella Bates wants to be an EMT. For now, this is how she's choosing to make a difference.
Yeah, as a way of giving them my hug and a way of just making them better. Not making them better, but, giving them positives and telling them it's going to be okay.
These blankets, so much more than something soft to snuggle up with. Each one is going to come with a QR code so kids in the hospital can scan it and see the special message left behind.
Hi, we are the National Honor Society from Trenton High School and Roosevelt High School, and we made this blanket and hopefully it brightens your day.
On top of that message, these teens want the kids to know this.
We all love you and we hope you guys feel better and I hope you like the blankets.
In Trenton, Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
All right, we'll be back in 60 seconds with a look and listen at Detroit firefighters rescuing one of their own from a burning home.
But first, coming up tomorrow morning on Local 4, preparing for weekend construction. We'll have the projects to watch out for starting at 6 a.m.
Then at 6:40, a team of Metro Detroiters playing a pivotal role in this year's NFL draft. You won't see them on the stage, but you will see their work on every single top draft pick.
And streaming at 7 a.m. on Local 4 Plus, we'll talk to the woman engineer behind the Ford F-150 Lightning. Join our morning team from 4:30 to 7 a.m. on Local 4, then streaming at 7 a.m. on Local 4 Plus.
Bookstock is back. The area's biggest used book and media sale is at Laurel Park Place in Livonia. Choose from thousands of gently used items inside the mall or shop a great sampling of book stock in the tent outside. Stock up your shelves or classroom with books and media at bargain basement prices. And know you're supporting the need to read because proceeds benefit literacy and education programs here in our community. Let's get ready to read. The Mike Morse Law Firm is proud to sponsor this literacy project.
These past few years have been difficult ones. People we know, love, and care for have been deeply affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Our community has been fortunate to count on the Hispanic Federation. The Federation has built a lifeline of care and support for the most vulnerable amongst us. The pandemic is not over, and neither is the Federation's work. Everything is possible when we act and work together. Please join me in supporting the Hispanic Federation. To learn more, visit HispanicFederation.org. Hispanic Federation, taking Hispanic causes to heart.
All right, welcome back here on the 10. We're back with Andrew, who's tracking some more cold temperatures into tomorrow.
Yeah, Andrew, we may need those winter jackets again because we could actually hit a near record cold, you say.
That's right, Kimberly and Jason. We're looking at temperatures close to tying the record low for Thursday when many of us wake up tomorrow morning. We're looking at temperatures overnight that will be in the 20s, 28 degrees in Romulus, 28 right here in Motown, and that is the record low set back in 1934. Temperatures also in the 20s in your neighborhood, down to 25 to 28 degrees from Tecumseh over to Dundee in our south zone. Under clear skies, though, we're looking at dry conditions. Just mighty cold out there for this time of year. 24 to 28 in Novi and also out toward Livingston County in our west zone. Make sure pets and potted plants are back indoors as well in our north zone with temperatures in the low and mid 20s as well. Currently, we're looking at mostly clear skies. A beautiful looking Wednesday night that's out there. 38 degrees currently, but if you are venturing out, you're working the midnight shift. First of all, thank you. We're looking at temperatures right now that are in the middle and upper 30s, but it feels like it's around freezing when you count this light breeze at around 6 miles per hour. Once again, the low I'm forecasting for tonight, 28 degrees, and the record low set back in 1934 is the same mark. So we'll watch that very closely, see how we get to it. And you'll want to bundle up and get outdoors early because of this. An amazing astronomical sight that rarely happens, only every few years, the alignment here in a straight diagonal line of 4 planets in the eastern sky: Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and Saturn. But you have to go out at a specific time period between 5:30 and 6. Just after 5:30 is when all 4 planets will have risen above the horizon, and just before 6, before it becomes too bright and you can't see any of these planets. But make sure you check it out. Take your kids along with you. I promise you it will inspire the astronaut, the astronomer, the engineer in your home and in your heart. Maybe get some extra credit in science class the following morning and following afternoon. Who knows? We're looking at temps in the 30s right now at the 10 o'clock hour with 30 degrees right now for our friends over in Romeo. Hello, Mount Clemens. You've got 31 at this hour. Temperatures a bit higher. Still trying to hold on to 40 degrees over in Adrian, but it's 35 over in Ann Arbor. Once again, not a drop of rain or a flake of snow in sight right now, and it remains that way through the night and into tomorrow. Fortunately, plenty of sunshine is coming back, very similar to the way our day ended today. Mostly sunny skies throughout the day, some fair weather clouds off to our west by tomorrow evening. Friday, a few more clouds, but the next chance of any rainmakers, that arrives on Saturday. A few showers off to our west when we wake up on Saturday, but these rain-producing clouds mainly make it into the area after sunset on Saturday evening into Saturday night and part of Sunday. So much of the first half of the weekend is going to be dry. Just like tonight. Temperatures down to the 20s, though, so mighty cold out there. Sunrise at 6:33. Winds at around 5 miles per hour, so they remain rather light. Although wind chill not much of a factor, still need to bundle up. It's cold no matter how you slice it. And during the day tomorrow, we're looking at 46 degrees at noontime for your Thursday, 53 for a high. So although it'll be much colder than average in the morning near a record low, we're looking at temperatures higher than today and at least breaking 50 degrees. Still maybe 5 to 10 degrees below average, but certainly higher than today. In fact, today was probably the coldest day of the week. From here on out, after tomorrow morning, it slowly but surely becomes milder. Take a look at Friday. Partly sunny skies, a high of 57. Saturday and Sunday, we are back into the low 60s. That's the average high this time of year is 63. Well, 60 degrees on your Saturday. Late Saturday into Sunday, grab your umbrellas. For the second half of the weekend, there's a good chance of showers, even a thunderstorm or two, but a high of 64. Fewer showers, but still a little wet, and temperatures remain seasonable, low and middle 20s next Monday and Tuesday.
Russia continues to attack Ukraine with military assaults, and it also started to lash out at countries offering support to Ukraine. Today, Russia cut off natural gas to NATO members Poland and Bulgaria. It's threatening to do the same to other countries that keep offering help to Ukraine. European leaders call the move blackmail. Officials say this could eventually force targeted nations to ration gas, leading to another blow to economies suffering from rising prices. A Detroit firefighter alive tonight after getting trapped while battling a house fire on the city's west side.
It happened this morning on Curtis near Greenfield and West Outer Drive. Grant Herms has a look and listen at the frightening moment when crews got the call they had to rescue one of their own.
Detroit Fire saying that firefighter was trapped here in this basement not longer than a minute, but that was plenty of time for a bad situation to turn into a potentially deadly one. A Detroit firefighter calling for emergency help. A Mayday call, the most dire call they can make.
We have a second alarm Mayday, Curtis and Winthrop. Curtis and Winthrop in the basement. Engine 30 is in the basement declaring a Mayday.
Detroit firefighters were responding to this house on Curtis Street in Winthrop on Detroit's northwest side. The acting sergeant searching the basement to find the source of the flames when a nearby wall collapsed.
When he worked his way through, it pinched the door shut, and so he was shut, no doorknob on the other side of the door. He's trapped. He can't get out.
Trapped as the house continued to burn, forced to make a difficult call.
He wasn't trapped but a minute. He called it out. It's very tough for a firefighter to call the Mayday system because it's like not a sign of weakness, but kind of is with these all us Type A personalities. And he called it out. They got a line down there, got the door open, got him out.
Crews were able to put out the flames and get him out unhurt. The ordeal short, but could have turned deadly in an instant, serving as a learning experience for firefighters on scene.
He's all set, just heart racing a little bit, do a little hot wash after it, make sure that everybody's on the same page. Everybody was.
A good ending to a scary morning for Detroit's bravest. Now, thankfully, nobody inside this home was injured this morning. Detroit Fire's arson unit is investigating whatever might have sparked these flames. Grant Herms, Local 4.
Okay, Grant, if you're looking to work on your resume or improve your interview skills, you may want to check out this local event that's happening tomorrow. The Detroit branch of the NAACP is hosting a career expo at Fellowship Chapel on West Outer Drive. Runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event features job readiness clinics and workshops, including resume review and building your personal brand. 13 employers will also be on site. The event is free and open to the public.
And before we go, an important reminder, Local 4 is teaming up with Red Cross and Gardner White to help meet the local need for blood. You can donate tomorrow at the Gardner White stores in Auburn Hills, Canton, Howell, Novi, Shelby Township, and Waterford. Appointments are required. You can find all the details on the health page at clickondetroit.com.
That's going to do it for us here at 10.
We'll see you at 11 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, that's when it starts on Local 4.
I made a big mistake. Huge. I can't believe I fell for it. It could have cost this TV station millions of dollars. What I did took just 2 seconds, and trust me, you're being targeted too. So I'm sharing my mistake to keep you safe. Help me, Hank, tomorrow starting at 5.